Guys, how's it going and welcome back. So today we have a little show and tell and review for you on the Snowball Blue microphone. This thing rocks. Okay, it's also all aluminum except for this shaft here. That's plastic. However, they do have models where you can get aluminum down below and an aluminum middle, and we're not sure about the ball on top, but this ball is definitely aluminum, and so is the bottom end of this, but the intermediate shaft is plastic, okay, which does kind of suck considering the other models they have, which are various prices, do actually have a metal intermediate shaft here. And I'm using this to record this video. Now, I'm also going to show you something too. You can just unscrew this and go bazinga, tighten the collar back down, and look at that, extended playtime. It's taller. It goes on a bit of an angle because the ball is a little on the heavy side. Anyway, so I think we'll just leave it all the way down because it doesn't need to be up that high anyhow. So let's tighten that down. Now, it is right now on position 1. Now, there are 3 positions on this one, and all the other ones that I've checked out online so far seem to still have the same 3 positions. So they all seem to do the same thing, different prices, a little bit different color perhaps. Don't know what they cheaped out on with the other ones, but they went all out on the other part of it. It's like, what the hell? Anyway, so this specific one in aluminum, you can buy for $79.99 at the source. I got mine on sale for $69.99. Awesome. Definitely worth $70. Definitely worth $80, even though there is some oversights here that kind of suck. But I would never, ever pay $119.99 at Best Buy for this exact mic. That is just retarded. Okay, total, way too expensive. Position 1, speech, vocals, podcasting. Position 2, live music and loud sound sources. That would be Kevy. I'm loud and obnoxious with my electric guitar when I get rocking. Okay, so that's kind of what I bought it for because I knew about this feature. Conferences, interviews, environmental recordings. That would be 3rd position. Okay, I am in an environment. It is a closed-off box when my door is shut. Therefore, it is still an environment of some sort. I think we may stick with 3. We're not sure. Comparing with 1 and 2 off and on to see which one seems to have the most appealing sound quality reproduction to me. Position number 2 absolutely sucks on this mic, guys. It is lousy. You can barely register a heartbeat. You have to crank your speakers up full tilt and your computer just to hear what kind of a heartbeat you did get, which is not much. So position 2 is absolutely lousy because they put in a negative 10 decibel cut for the input capability on position 2. Whoever the moron was that designed this thing was definitely a moron, because cutting back 10 decibels is a huge, massive chunk when you're talking about audio input resourcing, okay? I messed around enough on Adobe Audition that even a negative 3, although not bad, is still a bit of a cutback. Negative 3 would have been better, to just clean it up a bit more so you can crank it a little bit more. However, negative 10, you'd have to really probably be pumping about 1,000 watts just to register a decent heartbeat. You know what I mean? It just really doesn't pick up worth a bean on position 2. But 1 and 3 positions are actually very acceptable. Audio reproduction, very, very clean and clear for even the stuff I bought this thing to do. Now, this is also, one thing is I needed a real microphone on my Mac. Every Mac owner knows our microphones suck, whether it's a laptop or an iMac. Okay, because towers from Apple don't come with microphones. You plug your own crap in. But even on these, you plug your own stuff in. At least they gave us some microphones, which is kind of cool, although they suck. They do work really well for doing stuff like this, like a video on the computer or FaceTime or Skype. You know, the microphones are more than sufficient and more than clear and proper for that on the Mac. But if you want to do any kind of guitar playing and singing, that sort of jazz, you need something like this, or even better, and there is better out there, trust me, tons that are better. But for, hey, $70, how do you say no to this thing? It's sweet, it's cute, it's modern, it's kind of a little bit of old and new at the same time, kind of reminds me of those old microphones that had crystal pickups in them. That's something that a lot of you won't understand, so I'm not even going to bother explaining that technology to you, but My father, I think, still has a set of those microphones, and at the time of day, those were professional level mics, and they were awesome. Anyway, so stuff's changed. This thing will work with Windows XP, Home Edition or Pro, Vista. You need a USB 1.0 or 2.0 port or 64 megs of RAM minimum. For the Macintosh side, Mac OS 10, USB 1.0 or 2.0, 64 meg of RAM. Now, these microphones also will work on other versions of Windows, okay? So that's not an issue, right? It's not a problem. There are various styles of this mic available that you can check out on the Best Buy website. They don't really have much on the Source's website yet. They're supposed to be getting more in, which means when they do, then they'll post them on their website at that time, I'd imagine. And you may find them in store. You know, we don't know. You might have to order it online. I have no idea. Because the Source, there's a lot of stuff that they carry that they don't carry in the store. And I guess for obvious reasons, their stores aren't exactly huge. You know, they'd need something the size of Walmart to be a properly set up Source, which would be awesome. Because then you could buy anything you wanted in store and not have to order crap. Because I don't mind going to the mall, and I like my candy stores like the rest of you guys. So that would make it like, oh, we got guitars, we got keyboards, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this, and this. Nice! Now, if they could just bring back the electronics department in the Source properly. But, you know, hey, Bell owns the Source now, so we got screwed on that one. Kind of sucks. They said, adios with the electronics era. It's like, what, they think people don't build crap anymore? I still build a lot of my own stuff. I need parts. Anyway, so, cool little manual, very clear, easy to understand. 69 bucks, great deal. 79 bucks, still a great deal. The same mic at Best Buy, 119 bucks, not gonna ever happen in this lifetime, not from this kiddo anyway. But like I said, they do have other mics, because they do cater to like different colors. They got like a neon green one, an orange one, and so on. They got an actual white Snowball, you know. This one though I know is all aluminum with the exception of the intermediate shaft. Now some of the other models that are not the aluminum version will have still the metal stand and everything, but a metal intermediate shaft. But I don't know what the ball is like, if it's metal or not. I know the color is different, but that's about all I know. So can't tell you any more than that. And it's not like Best Buy stocks these on their shelves, because they don't. You got to order it online, which kind of sucks because you don't really get to review it that easily. And this one, you know, I mean, this had to be ordered in because the last one that they had in the store got sold the other day when I was just ready to go pick it up, you know, the following morning. They sold it the night before, and it's like, damn! So I had to order it, and that's fine. It took 2 days. Who cares? You know, I waited. Don't have a choice if you want it. Yeah, very long USB cable on this thing too. And the USB cable is like a printer cable is all it is. So if you ever screw this cable up somehow, you can just replace it with a standard everyday USB printer cable. No big deal. It's got some weight to it, which is nice. The ball rubber feet here that twist, it's kind of nice. A lot of anti-vibration there. It keeps all those sub-bass frequencies out from vibration from the bottom of the floor going through the thing, so it's kind of nice. You can tell I'm actually using this for recording. Now, I want to show you the difference in the mic, and you can determine to yourself if you can hear a difference, which I know you will hear an audible volume level difference as I go through each switch. So right now we're in position 1, going to position 2. So now we're on position 2, and I'm sure you've noticed an extreme cutback, and that's all I did was switch to 2. Now this is the position where you're supposed to be able to play loud music and stuff and still record it clean. Although, like I said, I've tried that and I can barely register a heartbeat, which also means very minimal audio output, which really sucks. Okay, now we're going to move to position 3 now. Position 3 is for like the conferencing and environmental areas, etc., etc. So you can tell me, I don't know if you notice a difference in the bass and treble response that you're hearing out of your speakers from listening to this. Everybody's computer, of course, is going to output differently for sound quality, you know. So that's why it's kind of hard to do certain things, right? Because I don't know what you got for speakers on your computer. But anyway, so definitely an audible difference. So we're going to go back to number 2 again. Now we're back to number 2, which I'm sure you've noticed at least that 10 decibel cut. A -3 would have been better. 10 is overkill for this. -3 would have been the better way to go. back to position 1 now. Now we're back in position 1 again, and again you'll notice there was a difference, and now we've gained a lot of audio input and output capability there. Now the microphone's not that far away from my mouth, maybe about 2 feet, right? But I can bring this up close. So I'm very up close and personal now. My face is about maybe 2 inches from the microphone, so there you go. Ha 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 ha. Can we talk through the back too? Yes, I think we can. Okay, so there you go, guys. 3.5 out of 5 is about where I'm going to put this. That's that position 2, very unacceptable. Too much cutback. And of course, nothing's perfect. Okay, $70 on sale that I paid for it. Awesome. $80, still awesome. Not a frickin' penny more, other than the exception you got to pay tax. Well, hey, $80 in tax, still a great deal. But nothing more than that for this exact one. And like I said, works with Windows XP and above, Windows 10 and above, for our XP and above, Windows 10 and above. Windows 10 and Mac OS 10. I'm getting really confused with this friggin' OS 10 crap. I mean, seriously, you got Windows 10 now and you got Mac OS 10, and you know, whenever you say OS, people think Mac, right? And it's like, and I've been saying OS 10 for Windows for a while now. It's like, oh, really screws me up, you know? So, Windows XP to Windows 10, Mac OS 10.4, and higher. Okay, I don't know if it's going to work on a lower version of 10.4, but you could always give it a shot. I have no idea. I'm running the most current OS 10 for my Macintosh, which is Yosemite. Okay, which is I believe it's 10.10.5 or something like that. Give me a sec. Yeah, 10.10.5 is OS 10 Yosemite. Okay. So that's what I'm running for Mac OS, and this thing works perfect on that too. So there you go. Anyways, so if you're looking for something like this, and you also like this kind of style, which is pretty cool, okay, they do have other styles of mics even at Best Buy. There's all kinds of places you can buy mics for on the internet. Very nice microphone, very pleased with it. Like I said, except 10 dB cut. That engineer was a freaking moron that designed this thing, because that is way too much cutback to be able to do live recordings and have anything of a pulse, you know, show up on your recording, let alone hearing the playback. So that's why we put it at 3.5 out of 5. Anytime I do a review, especially tech, but any review, period, I always automatically ding a point. Could be a full point, could be a half point, whatever. Because nothing is perfect, okay? Any other dings that follow that to give you the final rating that I give it is because of flaws and obvious flaws, okay? You know, and things that are critical flaws. You know, I could nitpick the crap out of something, you know, and that wouldn't be fair, you know? So I concentrate on the more serious things that are more important, okay? Because there are always little nitpicky things about everything, but they don't add up to nothing, you know, in the end. Nitpicking is nitpicking, right? It's calling personal preference or something. But anyways, guys, that's it. Let me know what you think. You know, leave your comments and stuff. Videos that you will hear where I'm playing guitar from this point on will be recorded using this microphone. Okay. Now, when I can afford the proper plug-in for my Mac, I found out Peavey has one of these units, because I bought that Guitar Link thing. If you've been following my videos, that Guitar Link thing was just, it's garbage. Don't even touch one, no matter who sells it. But they do have one by Peavey that I've checked out extremely thoroughly, and I can get it right now. I think it's about $60 US on sale. So I'm going to try and get that one when I get the money. And then that will actually solve my electric guitar input source into the computer with GarageBand, okay? And then I'll be fine for doing everything I need to do, right? With that. And I still have this, which will take care of everything else. So I'll be good to go there as well. So total rock and roll. Awesome. Okay? So anyways, guys, catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.